I was just going to say to you as well, I already said to you, sorry, apologies in advance if I lose trail of thought after every 30 seconds. We just booked Snowden.
Book Snowden, man.
And yeah, I've been on the Stairmaster getting them steps in, boy.
We literally said about booking it earlier. Brad straight in the gym, like getting on that Stairmaster.
Yeah.
How long did you do on this? You did long?
Come on, man.
I've never done Stairmaster.
Nah, the thing is, obviously, I've been doing my normal training, and I've only been doing 15 minutes at like a steady pace to finish off the workout, get a little bit of cardio in. But my plan is to obviously gradually keep building it, and hopefully I have some mad cyclist legs in a month's time. And
yeah, you've got 4 weeks. Good luck.
Yeah, man, it can happen. It can happen.
Man, I'm just going cold turkey. I'm not going to do no training.
That's
go straight in.
That's such a bad idea.
And I'm still going to fucking outpace you up that mountain.
Yeah, like obviously your boy Aaron as well. Like that guy's got an absolute engine on him as well. So he's just going to run past us. Do you know what I mean?
Tough. But yeah, man. I forgot. I literally was about to say something. I forgot what I was about to say. My mind's gone blank.
No,
but that's what I mean. I feel like frazzled today.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like I said, man, I'm feeling battered. I've got like a week of holiday left over as well, so I'm kind of just trying to put together a routine, man. Because I realise if I don't have a routine, I'll literally just sit in my bed playing Call of Duty and watching Netflix.
Mate, that's the dream.
So I even said to my friend earlier, I called him up and I was like, I'm actually just gonna buy like a schedule and just write down like what I'm gonna do with my day. It sounds something so like simple, but yeah.
That's apparently everyone says that. Like you should write shit down. You should do stuff like when you write something down. It's like the power of writing things down.
Yeah.
I've never done it. I hate writing. I type at best.
Yeah. But I mean, with your job, you already like if you have to get up at 6 a.m. or whatever, no doubt you're up bright and early.
Yeah, I'm up at
6:30. I'm a snooze button guy. Do you know what I mean? And I just kind of feel like I need structure. I'm not a type of guy that can just kind of what should I do next? Like, I need to read something. But
Do you know, it just comes to me what I was going to say. I was going to say like last week, I felt like we were both wounded, and I was like, I'm coming here today, like I'm coming here with energy, I'm going here, and straight off the bat I'm like frazzled. I'm like,
it's just the brain though, man. Like, I'm cool with like my legs hurting and whatever, but it goes hand in hand with like your brain, and you can't really think much. And,
no, 100%, man, 100%. And what is this you got in your little cup as well?
Rum punch.
Rum punch.
Nah, it's amino acids. Do you know what I mean? I'm that guy now, you know. I'm that guy.
On the supplements, on the fucking supplements.
Nah, I'm not usually that guy, but anything to kind of help me right now. I'm only 26, mate, but the way my knees are feeling, honestly.
You've only got a couple years left to peak in them, and then yeah, nah, I hear you, man. I hear you. But talk to me, because you were telling me something about this this OnlyFans shit. You were about to tell me some facts, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, don't tell me yet.
We're guilty of that. Well, I say we are. I mean, more so me.
Yeah, you. For the record, whenever we come here, Brad's like, right, I fucking heard this thing. Let me tell you. And I'm like, yeah, what is it? And then we're like 10 minutes into a chat. And I'm like, wait, no, don't tell me this now.
Yeah,
wait, this is good content.
Because, of course, we always want like a general, like, natural reaction. So,
yeah. But yeah, tell me about this OnlyFans thing. You told me about the person who found it, and I didn't.
I said to you again, like, about the whole fact check thing. Like, to be honest, I've not read up in it an awful lot, but I've read up in it enough to kind of gather an opinion and whatever and run it by you. But there's a girl called Bella Thorne. She was in Disney. Bella Thorne.
That sounds so exotic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does sound
Bella
saucy.
Thorne.
I think that's her real name as well. Saucy,
man.
Redhead thing. She's a pretty girl and whatever. But I said she was in Disney. I didn't really know what she'd done in Disney. And I just Googled it, like I said, very quickly before we started recording, like seconds before. And it was like, Bella Thorne once starred in Alvin and the Chipmunks. I know she's opened up an OnlyFans account. Like, that's crazy what Disney does to people. But, I mean, I
love that you created this lie. Like, I just Googled it before. I'm not subscribed to her OnlyFans or anything. I didn't even know what OnlyFans was.
I'll get onto why I wouldn't subscribe. I'll get onto that.
Sorry.
No, it's cool. I don't want to kind of break up the story and, like, leave it as a mess like I tend to do when I tell stories. So, yeah, so that whole OnlyFans thing, I mean, if people don't know what OnlyFans is, a bit mad, but basically a guy in London created it for females and I guess males as well, to kind of how do you say politely, upload content, exclusive content, exclusive sexual content and whatever. So they make dough off it. You can subscribe to it and you get X amount of money whenever. I think they can tip you or whatever, or you can pay that monthly. I wouldn't know.
This is
yeah. So she jumped onto it, and there was a massive promo video. I saw it on Snapchat. I didn't actually Google it. I see it on Snapchat, and it was like Bella Thorne, and she's like in a swimming pool whipping back her hair, like the whole generic thing. And it was like coming to OnlyFans. So obviously all teenagers and that are like, oi, don't mess about.
Yeah.
Better I paid good money for this.
This is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing there. I think she's a bit of a controversial like kind of figure that's always in like public eye, more so in America. And like kind of, you know, like those girls and that kind of follow these figures like...
Yeah.
You know, like Demi Moore and stuff like that. You know, they're just known for being good looking.
Yeah.
I think she may be like one of those type of people. But yeah, so she set it up, and to subscribe, I think it was like $200. And there was people like saying to her, "Cool, I'll subscribe, but are you getting naked?"
Yeah. I need to know what I'm paying for.
That's good money. Like that was the deposit. Actually, that wasn't the deposit. Sorry, that was my rent money. Half of my rent money. Do you know what I mean? So
I need to know.
Goods. You know what I mean? If I'm getting in debt.
It's fucking...
So, obviously, there's actually, like, screenshots of her being like, yeah, I'll get naked, rah, rah. So, they're thinking, wait, $200, throw it at her. Do you know what I mean? A couple of tips here and there. She accumulated $2 million.
2 mil.
2 mil. She done a madness. And this is the thing. She scammed them. I don't even know if there's help me out the word.
Legalities.
That's the one. Against it, because you didn't get naked or nothing. So
she set up this account but didn't get naked?
Didn't get naked.
But did she upload content on there?
Yeah, I'm assuming so, but it was probably like just her in a bikini and stuff like that. I don't think there's anything too raunchy.
Yeah, but mate, you know what? That's more fault to the guys who are subscribing.
Yeah, I know, but what? Like I said, what? Maybe like, I don't know, a 16-year-old, his birthday money.
Yeah, I don't care.
I mean, he
I don't
thinks
care.
it's money.
If you're subscribing to OnlyFans and it don't work out, then that's on you, man. That's on you.
And I've just thought, and that's a monthly thing as well. So what, $200 a month?
Yeah, but the thing, some people are just like, well, she didn't do it this month, there's always next month.
Yeah,
there's still time.
$200 again.
It's just $200.
But I'm pretty sure the account's been closed and whatever now, because like I said, she done a madness with it. But like...
Smart lady, man.
This is what I'm going to get onto as well. Like, she absolutely shagged OnlyFans, like the company. So basically now, they have to somehow pay her $2 million. I don't think they're like... Don't get me wrong, they probably got a lot of dough. But I think they're probably struggling to pay that $2 million. And because of her now, all the other people that set up OnlyFans accounts, there's like a cap on it. Like, I think it's like, what is it? Like how much money you can earn on it or something like that. Simply because they can't afford to pay them anymore as much as they previously were because of her. So there's obviously...
So all the other people who are on there are pissed.
Yeah, exactly. All these females. I wonder what males do. I don't know.
Do you know what? It's weird.
It's because I know so hard,
Let me just say, I've been on there for a few months now. If you want to subscribe to Ben Jordan channel, $12.99 a month and you get to see all of this.
That's a bargain.
But nah, I actually saw the other day. So I recently got back on Twitter. I hadn't used it in years, and I got on it because I just thought it'd be a cool platform. I used it anyway, just to keep in touch with the news. And there's always under these, like they'll be under a tweet, and they'll have nothing to do. It'll be like Obama being like, "Happy like Independence Day," and then you'll look under the comments, and like third one down, it's like, "Who wants to stroke my pussycat?" I'm like, what?
It's always that, isn't it?
No, and it's always saying fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm lonely at home.
Penis pills.
Either way, so used to seeing that all the time. Just this fucking like, do you know what I mean, a woman saying something really outlandish, and then I see one saying, "Who wants to get Dwayned?"
Dwayned.
And I was like, "What the fuck is Dwayned?" So
you clicked on it.
No, so I was just like, "What the fuck is Dwayned?" No, someone said to me. I clicked on
Rock,
it. No, it was just this big, massive black guy who's on OnlyFans. And he uploads his content, but his content's, it's probably similar to the women's, except for you want to see women get Dwayned.
Yo.
Mate, I swear down. And I was like, what the fuck?
He's well established, man.
Mate, it's mad, but it's the fact he had his punchline of...
That's what I'm saying.
And it was just like, who do you want to see get Dwayned next?
That's scary, man. I don't even put a picture with that.
But I say this, like, so again, I don't want to be sexist for this because I've always been well on the fence. The same with like if a female was a stripper, if a female was like a prostitute, certain things, right?
Yeah.
I've always been like, nah, like that's like, I don't know. I feel uneasy about it.
Of course.
But I always think that is OnlyFans like in the same category as, for example, being a prostitute, and stripper to a certain extent. Is it in the same category?
Nah. Like, someone gave me their opinion on it literally just earlier. My barber. The conversation I have with your barber. Do you know what I mean? But he was like to me, "Oh yeah, I think it's like one step below being a prostitute." And I was like, And to be honest, like, I'm assuming females, obviously you see shit in the movies, I don't know any prostitutes, do you know what I mean? But they kind of do it because maybe they have to, or they have addictions and whatever.
What, prostitutes do it because of that?
No, not OnlyFans. I mean...
No, but you're saying prostitutes do it because they have an addiction.
sell themselves.
Yeah, you're saying that's an addiction.
No, I mean as in whether it be drugs, alcohol, to kind of pay for addictions, or they had a hard upbringing. There's usually a reason. You don't tend to get a woman that's had a brilliant upbringing and whatever and just kind of thinks, you know what, I'm going to work at a local brothel.
No, but some prostitutes just do. They just go, fuck it.
And if they do, I mean, man, no problem with it. But I'm saying predominantly you'd assume someone that kind of gets into that line of work.
They're funding like during a drug addiction.
They're either funding something or they've had a bit of a hard past, you know what I mean? And kind of found themselves in that. So I think OnlyFans, I definitely don't want to say it's like prostitution. Like...
No, but it's that's what I'm saying. It's similar though, isn't it?
I don't think
it's similar. No, because you're selling your body.
I like...
The only difference is there is another human, in my opinion, there's not human interaction. And that's... But does that make it better? Because, for example, prostitution, let's say they sleep with hundreds of guys, right?
Yeah.
That's really... Don't get me wrong, that's fucking bad. But then, if you're on OnlyFans, your body could be subject to millions of people.
Yeah.
Or it could be... Do you know what I mean? Subject to more people. So it's like you almost compromise the actual interaction with a guy.
Yeah.
But then some of them are getting, they're on OnlyFans getting like...
Whistle that.
Do you know what I mean? They're getting...
Punched.
getting Dwayned on OnlyFans.
Yeah. Nah,
getting...
So, like, I was kind of thinking while you were speaking, obviously I was listening, honest. Nah, but, yeah, I don't think it's anything like prostitution, and I think it's a lot safer now, and I think maybe that's why, I don't know if the guy, the creator of OnlyFans thought, I want to make a shitload of money, or he kind of angled it at, these workers now can make money safely from their homes.
Yeah.
Because there's not, like you said, there's not that interaction, they've not got to wait on a street corner or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Or even, it tends to be, I'm assuming here, like, a lot of girls that, I don't know, are in uni and whatever, and just want to make a bit of spare dough. I think as men we're hypocrites because if we were able to do that, like...
No, but men do. That's what I'm saying. Men do.
Yeah, but I mean... people...
People are getting Dwayned.
Yeah, this Dwayned guy's doing well, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, but what I'm saying is that, like, it's... I know we're saying we're hypocrites because, like, for example, there's always that... That's what I'm saying. Like, you think about with someone being a... if someone's like a stripper or something. So I'm saying if I had a daughter, for example...
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't, like... That's why I'm really on the fence.
We'll get onto that a bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like that's a bigger topic, do you know what I mean?
But what I mean is that if it's just... I don't know, there's just something about it where I just feel like there's an element where I'm like, fair play to them. Because the thing is like... Going to work a fucking 9 to 5 and getting shit pay is basically getting fucked all year round. So at least they're earning their living the way they want to earn it.
Yeah.
And they're probably a lot happier than people are in a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
So is it really that bad or is it...
This is the way I say it. I genuinely... Obviously, I have no problem with it. Shit. But my friends reached out to me and he was like, oh, you remember so-and-so? I'm like, yeah. He's like, she's on OnlyFans. And like... Some of the guys like got hold of like a video and she's getting digged out and that, and I was like, that's mad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But someone said to me, do you not think that could be potentially like a sense of empowerment for them? And like they didn't kind of elaborate further, and I was trying to think, and then like speaking to them a bit more, and then it made sense to be fair. And I was like, these females have got a chance, to like they're not in a porn industry where a camera guy's telling them you need to do this, you need to do that, or you're not getting paid. Working in a brothel where they say you need to sleep with so-and-so. They're literally in control of their whole content. If they don't want to do nothing, if they don't want to do something, they won't upload it.
Yeah.
So they've got control with everything that they put out. And if they want to, I don't know, upload a picture or whatever, and they're getting loads of attention from guys, I don't know if they need the desire for that or it's just an income. Like I said, that could be a potential sense of empowerment where it makes them feel good almost. Do you know what I mean? Or even excited or...
This is where like I'm really on the fence of it. Like I said, I don't like saying anyone shouldn't do something if they want to do it and that's the way they choose to live their life, then fair play. But there is an element of it. I think it's more worse that there's enough dirty bastards out there. Do you know what I mean? Like you talk about that, what's her name? She had the lady we talk about.
Bella Thorne?
Bella Thorne. It's like, it's the fact that she... as soon as she announces she's got something out, everyone fucking loses their shit.
Yeah,
and it's almost
she's
like
a
they're
celebrity,
excited.
though, isn't it? It's a bit
Yeah,
different.
of course, but it's just a bit mad. I just think, I don't know, man. It's
like, especially when there's like free stuff out there as well, isn't it?
yeah, like but that's the thing, and that's what I always goes back to, like, without going too much on a tangent about it. Like, everyone fucking it's forbidden fruit. Like, everyone's obsessed with forbidden fruit. When you can't have something or it's not available, people like want it more, and it's like that's why people in relationships, for example. Are always like drawn, lost. They're always like, do you know what I mean? They attract people because they're forbidden. They're forbidden 100%. Fruit.
And the thing is, as well, I want to say it's kind of a smart tactic in the case where, imagine now there was a very well-known female with Milton Keynes, and like you found out that she had OnlyFans. A lot of guys, just because they know her, like, oh yeah, I've got to see this. I'm paying for it. You know what I mean? And before they know it, what, they've got a new car.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see any issue with it. But like you said, going back onto what you mentioned about your girlfriend or daughter, like, because I got a son. If I ever had a daughter and found that out, obviously you don't know anything in that situation, but I can't imagine I'm going to be cool with it.
Nah, of course, yeah, and that's what I mean. But I don't know. I find the whole OnlyFans, like, and anything like that. So like, even being a stripper, like, there's nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with it. But it's like if you compare it to someone in your life, a woman in your life, would you be cool with a woman in your life who you care about doing it?
Yeah.
It's very different. So if I met someone and they go, yeah, what's your job? I'm a stripper.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh God. I would just be like, oh,
take
cool.
Take face value, but
I'd be like, yeah, cool.
Taking out to dinner and that.
But exactly, and that's the thing, is that I wouldn't be. Yeah, you would almost have some, like, you'd put them in a certain box, but I wouldn't treat them any different. If I met someone tomorrow and they said, I've got, what do you do for a job? I run an OnlyFans account. I'd be like, what's your full name?
I catch Frankfurt for a living. Have you seen that viral video when there's like loads of like women like on their knees? It isn't raunchy, by the way. This sounds a bit weird. Sorry, forgive me. It's just literally like general, like, just like funny video, and like people are throwing frankfurters, but they got catch them in their mouth, and like there's one that they
You're
throw
a sick pup.
and it just slides down her throat. It's like, Jesus Christ. I just picture that being.
Fuck.
Do you know what I mean? If that bloke
you just think about that sometimes.
Frankfurters.
No, I'm not seeing it. But I do think, like, is it worse? All right, I'll put this question to you then. So, would you rather date someone who had an OnlyFans account and it was successful and it wasn't a secret, or someone who had like a ridiculous body count? What's worse?
Before we get into that, what's your opinion? I don't know if you agree on this. Feel free to disagree. I think the nail on the head with the OnlyFans thing is, I think there's a very small percentage of guys that'd be okay with it, and it's similar, like, I don't know, like, I'm talking bigger stars and whatever, like within the US, that would be cool with dating a porn star. There's only a small percentage of guys that'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
And the majority of us would be like, fuck no.
Yeah.
Simple as that. But yeah, that's that.
But I don't think. Yeah, I personally couldn't. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. But again, just about going too much over it.
Cool.
If I knew, if one of my friends introduced their girlfriend and they had an OnlyFans account or they were a stripper or whatever, I really wouldn't judge them. I genuinely wouldn't.
Likewise.
I would never be like, oh, what? She's a stripper.
You're just not meeting a mum.
But I would never, like, me personally, I couldn't do that. Just me personally, I couldn't.
If I started dating them, literally, I'd be like going to meet up on the first date, and I'd be like, I'm so sorry about this, Nan. You know, like,
forgive me.
Yeah, because I know she'd be fuming.
Yeah.
So that's that. But like you said, on the whole body count thing as well.
That's what I'm saying.
What's my take on it?
No, what would you, if you had to choose someone who had an OnlyFans account or someone who had a ridiculous body count?
I don't think that's an easy one to answer, though, is it?
It's fucking easy, mate.
Is it?
Because do you know what it is with that?
Body count, to be fair. And then this is my explanation why. Because if it's been out the city and she's been in different area codes, do you know what I mean? I think you might be a bit safer. Whereas if
But an OnlyFans account, but she's only slept with one dude.
How do I say this politely? The punani is worldwide on OnlyFans. You're done out here. You know what I mean?
But do you know what that is? That's down to, like, the only reason OnlyFans would matter, right, is because of perception of other people.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually change anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just means people have seen her. Body count is where that's just.
Yeah, but like I think that's why it bothers guys. I think going back to the whole thing when you were growing up, like I said to you, there was a ridiculous thing. I've been ridiculous genuinely as well, where the guys would be like, if she slept with 5 people or more, nah, you don't wife her. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, you mature from that and you're like, oh, that's ridiculous. But if I had a new girlfriend or whatever and I brought her around here to introduce you to her, you're not going to know her body count. You're just going to, she seems lovely.
Yeah, but if you know.
Yeah, but it would bother me because, of course, it goes back to, like, has she been Dwayned and that? Do you know what I mean? That would bother me, yeah. There'd be that. But as guys, our pride is, like, one of the biggest things. Do you know what I mean? So if you knew she slept with loads of people, that would bother me. Or if she slept with my friends or something like that, would bother me. But if no one really knew, of course, it would still bother me. But if I was really into the girl, like I said, if I introduced her, you're not going to know. Yeah. You know what I mean? So.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's like the OnlyFans thing is the only difference, or the only reason that's bad is because people can see her.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say the body count over OnlyFans.
I say her body count's like 2,000 though.
How old is she?
21.
Jesus Christ.
21 years.
I think
it's a hard. Don't wrong. That's a very hard. I'm joking about that. It's a very hard. Like, but what I mean is just
a good example. Sorry to cut you off. There is I've kind of been in this scenario. It wasn't my baby mama, by the way. Don't kill me. But once I dated a girl, and like I'm not the type of guy who's like, what's your body count before we take this further? Like I said, you grow up and whatever. But sometimes after a couple of drinks, the conversation kind of comes up, doesn't it? Like, kind of comes up. It kind of comes up. And so obviously we had a conversation, and her number was a lot more than like where I'd been. So naturally, I was a bit like, I didn't do that face. I was like, no, it's cool. But obviously in my head, I'm like, I'm about to jump this balcony and be gone, jump in the Peugeot and whoosh, down the motorway. Do you know what I mean? But of course it didn't.
But I've never once had that conversation with a girl. I've never once said, or even end up on the point. I've had people ask me, but I've never once said to anybody how many people I've slept with.
How do you know none of your exes had 2,000?
I don't.
But that's what I'm saying. So how can you tell me that you prefer OnlyFans to body count?
No, I'm just saying. No, what I'm saying. My point with that was the only reason you would want someone who's got a body count opposed to OnlyFans is because everyone would know. So that's like I'm not saying you're an egotistical thing, but it is an egotistical thing because it's like, oh shit, my mates will know and they might go look at her. For example, a body count is that true. A lot of guys would have had intimate relations.
Also, she's actively still on OnlyFans.
Yeah, she's still, or maybe she's not. But either
if
way,
she's not. It's different, isn't it?
But either way, you can get her content. Her content's available.
You know her
content's available. But my point is that if you're choosing body count over OnlyFans, that stems from worrying about what other people might think about the situation. Because realistically, a body count is actually worse because she's had intimate relations with a lot more people. Whereas an OnlyFans, she might have only slept with one dude, but she does a few things, which girls probably do. Well, I say probably. Girls do behind closed doors anyway. All the stuff that you see on OnlyFans is just basically being like a fly on the wall, pretty much.
Yeah, no, I hear you, but I mean,
guys, we're delving away from body count. But I just mean like
no, I hear you. I think the whole body count thing, like guys will probably have different opinions on it. Like I said, it may be a case that your pride would be hurt more so than actually caring about the number as much. Obviously, you probably do care. Whereas a guy would probably, who's maybe not slept with a lot of people, maybe like she slept with, I don't know, 40 people and whatever, and I've slept with like 5 or something. Yeah. They're going to have, I think it's like, what do you say, insecurities, maybe?
Yeah, but that's what I mean, it stems down, and it's a lot of, and I don't wrong, I think the same shit. Like, so when I'm saying body count or sometimes if you're choosing body count, it's and that, but what I mean is that everyone has that, and I think it's just that, but that would be the reason for it. I'd be the same. I'd be like, if I couldn't date someone who had OnlyFans for that exact reason. She might have only slept with one dude, but because I'm like,
well, no, of course.
You know what? If you're gonna take her to meet your family, do whatever. It's a hard one, isn't it? It's fucking.
And it just reminds me. So it's going back to, like you said, there's links with like OnlyFans thing and like your friends potentially seeing. I remember when I was like young, must have been about. Oh, this is incriminating. I always say incriminating. Fuck it. That's probably about 17. No, sorry, forgive me. I was 18. Well, there's a big difference. But
big man.
I was doing the immature thing of like showing pictures like of a girl to like my boy, like, oh right, look at this, rah rah. Don't shake your head like you never done it.
No, this one, yeah, no, carry on.
Obviously, I wasn't like to all the guys. Oh, check this out, like it was my boy, like.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think there was much between me and the girl. Obviously, I was like, yeah, just kind of chatting. Didn't think we were even going to meet up. Ended up being my missus. Not the baby mama again, obviously, just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now, obviously, like the whole OnlyFans, I'm like, my boy is seen, you know what I mean? So, it wasn't the full goods in it, so I'm alright. It was just a bit of a cheeky picture, if you know what I mean.
I hear you. But that's what I mean. I get stick all the time for being discreet. I don't, like, I really keep...
It's the way to be, man.
Yeah, I don't ever talk my business to anyone. But going back to the body count thing, sorry, we're delving, like, back and forth, but, like, would you feel like that's a conversation you need to have? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so I've never had that conversation. Yeah. So for me, it's not like I'd rather, because what you don't know can't hurt you, is in my opinion. Yeah. So that stuff I know. For example, it's very rare. The way I look at it, right, is if I ask a girl a body count, I can only be hurt. You're never gonna hear a number that's gonna be good.
And the thing is, you're probably 9 times out of 10. I was just thinking, if they've not asked you yours, it's probably because theirs is probably higher.
Yeah.
So if they are, because that's a typical, like, I don't want to say it's typical girl thing, like guys do it as well. Like, I'm not, like I said to you, I'm not too concerned about it. But if a girl doesn't ask you, it's kind of like, I mean.
Yeah, you kind of think like, oh, you don't want to touch on it. Because, but some people just aren't bothered, like, same as I'm not bothered. So I would never ask a girl. Same. But that doesn't mean, like, okay, I've shagged like 10,000 women. Doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? It's irrelevant.
A fucking girl wouldn't be happy about that, you know what I mean? Jeez.
But it's, that doesn't mean that necessarily it doesn't matter about my number. But for example, I would never assume if a girl doesn't ask me, her number's high. But I get what you're saying. But I wouldn't assume that straight away. I wouldn't assume that off the bat.
And you know what madness is as well? Like, a lot of people may be like, oh, what the fuck? This is my honest opinion on it. When I've like kind of seen or dated, whatever you want to say, someone that slept with probably more than me and whatever, I was like, obviously a bit butthurt about it. I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about it. But then I kind of thought about it as there's a silver lining to it, in a sense where this person's so cool and like a great person and whatever, and maybe it's a factor because she's dated all these people, kind of been through the rough and obviously shit scenarios with guys, and has kind of learned how to be with guys from having those experiences. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a good point.
But I think again, let me read this to you. That's alright. I grabbed my phone.
Shit, what you reading?
Nah, because
it's not a text from me, is it?
Nah. So this song come out. Two big female artists come out, right?
Oh shit!
And I was like, all right,
I already
cool.
know what you're gonna say.
So I listened to the song. I was like, what the fuck is this? And there was a few little lines in there. I was like,
Cardi B and
makes sense. And so I'm gonna read some of this and we'll talk about it. So I'm gonna replace, because the N word's used now. I'm obviously not gonna say that. So I'm gonna replace that word with neighbour, just so we're clear. When I'm saying neighbour, that's the word.
Such a white.
Yeah, it's gonna
American college boy.
Okay, but that's what we're gonna roll with. So
that's good.
Let me read this to you. Beat it up, neighbour. Catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card.
Fuck.
Hop on top. I want to ride. I do a kegel while it's inside.
Do a what? Sorry?
Spit in my mouth. Look in my eyes. This pussy is wet.
I'll spit in your mouth.
Come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. Let's role play. I'll wear a disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage.
I drive a Peugeot.
Make it cream. Make me scream. Out in public, make a scene. I don't cook. I don't clean. But let me tell you how I got this ring. Now that's all quite bad. This is where it hots up. All right, you ready?
Oh, okay. There's more.
Gobble me. Swallow me. Drip down the side of me.
Swallow.
Quick. Jump out before you get it inside of me. I'll tell him where to put it. Never tell him where I'm about to be. Okay. I'll run down on him before I have a neighbour running me. Talk your shit, bite your lip. Ask for a car while you ride that dick.
Car?
You really ain't never gonna fuck him for a fang. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots and get your coat for this wet ass pussy. He
Why didn't you got boots and coat?
he bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy.
I mean, why has he not got a phone?
All right, and I'm coming back. So this is the end now, right? This is like, right. Let me just go in.
Oh, there's more.
Look, I need a hard hitter. I need a deep stroker. Need a Henny drinker. Need a weed smoker.
What a
That's
man.
all fair.
What
to
a
be fair.
man.
Yeah. Not a garter snake.
No.
I need a king cobra
King Cobra.
with a hook in it.
A hook?
Hope it lean over. He got some money. Then that's where I'm headed.
He's still got a phone.
Pussy A1.
Hey, what?
Just like his credit.
He
He got a beard when I'm trying to wet it. I'm not going to carry on anymore, but it's fucking outrageous.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of grow facial hair.
That, yeah, firstly, I haven't got a beard, so I'm
Yeah.
offended. But this whole song,
Got a phone.
like, is it, this is my point with it, right? And like, we're both big fans of music. So we're big fans of music, and I never want to discredit a woman making music, because I feel like there's not enough women making good music. So, but where do we draw the line where it's fucking unreasonable? Like, where do you draw the line where it's like, this is actually a joke? Like, this is...
Do you know what's funny? Like, I'm not actually deep to the lyrics yet. Fucking hell, that's not an appropriate word for like listening to like a song. Is it? I've not listened to the lyrics properly. To be fair, I've not even listened to the song. But do you know how I know the song? Because these fucking divvy girls on Instagram, on nights out, there's so many of them. Come and get this wet ass pussy. Doing the dance and that in public. I just can't.
It's
bro.
just, but this is what I'm saying.
can't.
But the problem is, right, and this is my biggest beef with it. So I hold this opinion on. It's not just women's music. So I'm not just sitting there being like, oh, women talking about sex. How dare they?
Yeah.
I think the same with dudes. If dudes are sitting there
R&B.
chatting all that nonsense, yeah, that's more
Even
like.
if it was a female R&B artist.
But that's more poetic. I feel like R&B music is a bit more poetic. No,
Bro,
it is.
Bro, if you tell me the lyrics to an R&B song, it's still going to come across the same way. The point I'm making is
No.
R&B.
Hold on. No. R&B song would not say, I don't want to spit, I want to gulp, I want to gag, I want to choke. I want you to touch that little dangly thing that's swinging the back of my throat.
Usher.
That is not...
Usher definitely wrote that. Sounds like
that
an
is not
Usher
an
song.
R&B song.
I can picture that's a genuine or an Usher song. I know that one.
But yeah, but it's like, and it annoys me because I feel like I don't ever want to discredit female artists. I'd never want to do that. But there's got to be a point where that's not even fucking good. Like, forget what their subject matter is. It's a fuck. But everyone's fucking loving it. Everyone's like I don't know.
And the scary thing as well, I wouldn't sound like a fucking Mormon. I don't know what Mormon is, but I think I'm gonna sound like. Oh Jesus Christ! I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm going off.
Oh God.
Oh
We're
no!
getting cancelled.
Stop saying it.
Episode 9. We're out
God,
of it.
Jesus. Oh gosh. But yeah, like it goes back to again. Like imagine you have a daughter or something because they're like pop artists now. Cardi B does pop, not so much Megan Thee Stallion. So your daughter's gonna hear it. She's gonna be in her sitting room. I don't know, having a sleepover with an 8-year-old friend or whatever, singing about that. I'm not even gonna say it out loud because it would be fucking weird.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, and that when I talk about it, because I hear people go, "Oh, we got to protect."
Yeah.
Like we got to protect these artists at all costs, and I'm like, 100%. Like I want to protect.
Well, people
like,
say that about.
Yeah,
Cardi
people
B.
say we got to protect Cardi B at all costs because they're like, of how. But again, as a human being, yeah, great. But as a musician, come on, man. Like, there's got to be a point where, and I hold the same accountability towards the guys. If guys sit there and chat shit and just talk about, so for example, guys just talk about gangbanging all the time. I ain't got time for it. Like, there's got to be
unless you live that life.
No, but even if you live that life, there's got to be more to it. There's got to be substance. No, because
prostitutes are banging out the song, boy.
Nah.
You don't think?
Nah.
Them OnlyFans girls, come on.
Yeah.
There's been songs to that.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come
you know that. You know that.
But there's got to be more substance. So and that's something that I like. Just
Music
and
moved
so
away
when I
from
read
that.
this, and this isn't the only song that I've read. Like Nicki Minaj has a bunch of songs, but I feel like there's a massive gap in the market for like female rappers with substance. So for example, I like off the top of my head, it would be a struggle to think of someone like. So you always think of Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill's like obviously the peak, but Lauryn Hill.
Rapper?
Yeah, of course she was. She was in the Fugees, weren't she, and all that. Obviously,
Yeah, but she was typically.
Yeah, she obviously sung, but
a couple like rap. I just can't. I wouldn't like to consider her as a rapper though. Would you?
I'd say she's more than a rapper. I wouldn't put her just in the rapper bracket.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's definitely a rapper, like as well. But yeah, it's really hard to think of female artists that I'm talking about as rappers, not as singers and artists. But I mean as rappers who carry substance and talk about some real shit. And it's something that I hate because I really want to support. Like I want to support like. Because I feel like there is a massive gap in the market, for it. And one of the few people, who is it? Lady, I've never pronounced Lady Alicia. She's one of the few.
Yeah, she's
like,
talented, man.
Sick.
But we still don't listen to the music.
Queen's Speech was sick, and she's had a few songs. She had that song with Wiley as well.
She's talented, definitely.
Yeah, she's sick, but she's one of the few. And there's a couple others, but
Miss Banks.
Yeah,
I like Miss Banks.
Again, it's not to do with not liking them, but I just feel like everything's like I don't get why female rappers have to talk about.
She does that a little bit, to be fair.
Yeah,
I was listening to some of her today, and she does a little bit of that. But I mean, it's hard because I guess UK female artists as well, with the exception of people like Lady Leisha and whatever, kind of see how people are doing it in the US and kind of take inspiration from that. But it's almost, I don't know if the correct word's sad, but it's like, I don't know, they kind of feel like they need to do that in order to sell because that'll get more traction than just a general female talented artist.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like there's a massive gap for an artist to come through, like a female rapper. Obviously, you have to be talented, have a message and all them things. Like obviously, the stars have to align in that aspect. But there's a gap there because you've got loads of. So you got like certain like male artists, right? They come from a certain background. So I said like the gangbang background, but they don't make every song about gangbanging. Like do you know what I mean? There's certain aspects. Like The Game's a great example. He's got content, like he's got albums. Of course, he's got some songs which are going to be about X, Y, Z. But he's also got songs with. Do you know what I mean? Where and not just songs on the album. I mean songs that he's actually released, songs that are singles, songs that are like. You're going to hear on the radio, and they're not all about I shot my gun, blah blah. So I don't understand why there isn't any female rappers. I'm not going to sit here and say I've listened to all of their albums, but I don't know why it's such a struggle for me to think of it.
Yeah, and I knew you'd have more substance to offer on it because mine was kind of a generic opinion on it because I don't know many UK female artists. Like I said, obviously I know obviously when I was growing up there was a female artist called Shiesty.
Yeah, of course.
You remember Dub Plate Drama?
Yeah, of course,
that was sick. Yeah, but she was good, man. I think she went on like tour with like G Unit, but kind of.
But do you remember Laura Mason as well? Laura Mason was another one.
I think so.
So she was this blonde girl, but she again, I feel like all of the artists kind of sung as well as did a bit of rap. Yeah. But even had artists like I'm not sitting there being like Lady Sovereign was the best, but she was still a trailblazer in terms of she was still a trailblazer in her like lane. And you had these artists, but Lady Sovereign wasn't. I don't know. I just feel like the tried and proven like route is all right. Make a song, make it fucking sexy. Talk about X, Y, Z.
Sex sells, man.
So they do that, and obviously there's success there. And I'm not saying there isn't. Like I don't blame them. Like they've earned more money on that WAP song or whatever than I've probably seen in my life. Like altogether, every wage I've earned, like they've fucking earned crazy money. But does that make it right? Does that make? I don't know, man.
Like. I can understand how before Nicki Minaj and whatever, but when Nicki Minaj just came on the scene, I don't think Little Kim had the same effect. But obviously she was talking about similar things, pussy this and pussy that, and coming out with some mad outfits on stage and that. But it didn't have the same traction when Nicki Minaj came about. And now Cardi B, Stallion and whatever. But I think females, when they're hearing their music now, are probably going to be banging it in a car a lot more because they're like, we've finally got female artists. Like they're talking about all these things that I can relate to because they're talking about female stuff. They're talking about guys. They're talking about pussy this, pussy that. It's just something for the women. And I don't know simply because of that, because they didn't have that before. It's as simple as they feel empowered. They feel like, yes, we got a female artist. We got someone to listen to. But before it was fucking Beyonce, all my single ladies, or put the backs to the left, and all these R&B songs. And there's still obviously stuff like that, but it wasn't necessarily the females that enjoy listening to rap. There's a lot of females that listen to rap music now. I'm talking even in the US, the Baby, Lil Baby, Gunna. Seems to be a thing for like girls in the UK to listen to these artists. Not there's an issue with it. So now they've got these females, like I said. It's just.
But this is what I'm saying. I might be wrong. I might be missing a massive, like a bunch of artists, and people are like, "What the fuck? What? There's no." If I'm missing someone, then if anyone's listening to this and they hear it, please put me on to
likewise, man.
Because I don't know of them, and it just seems really frustrating. Because I love, for example, I love like R&B music. I love female artists. I think that stuff's sick. But there's not one artist I can think of. Fucking tell a lie. Amp Dot, the one who does low stuff. Yeah. Sorry, that's one I'm missing. Yeah,
shit,
fucking sick. There are some. I know I'm definitely being disrespectful by not thinking of them here.
Yeah, I've just got one as well. It's a brilliant song as well. I'm not going to get my phone out.
Another female artist is the one that was on Eminem's album.
I'm going to do it. Keep talking.
Fuck, what's that Eminem album? Yeah, she had a verse on Eminem's album. It was the fucking best verse on the album. And she's another female artist. Let me tell you. I'll tell you what her name is. But why have I forgot the name?
This is fucking killing me. I need to do this as well.
Her name is Young Ma. She's sick.
Young Ma, yeah.
Yeah, Young Ma. Oh,
yeah. She's American, of course.
But American. I'm talking about American, English, Bangladesh, Puerto Rican. I don't care. Like, there's not many artists.
Yeah,
like females.
I'm gonna find that female.
I'm gonna find
that
artist. Corner her.
And I'm gonna mention it because even if it's next week, there's a song. I'll probably even do the song of the week on it.
Yeah, 100%. But it's when I was trying to like I don't know, like when we talk about like just female artists, is when that song come out, and is when I googled the lyrics. I was like, this is surely got to hold a higher standard.
It's just frustrating for me. Do you know what I mean? I genuinely find it frustrating. Like if I'm in a car, let's say for example, if it was my mate, and he was like, just put it on, I'd literally probably just like, turn this off, man. Fucking hell. You know what I mean? It literally, like you said, there's no substance to it. I don't know if it's because we don't relate to it, and it's music for females, but even that, I can't see how it's empowering for women. Like I said, it's simply because you finally got female artists like doing rap, and you think they're cool, and it's as simple as that.
But they've been about from like, there's been female rappers, as you said, who've talked about things. So you talk about the Little Kim, the Nicki Minaj, and it's like kind of going to Cardi B.
I don't know. We're not from that generation, to be fair. We don't know if Little Kim kind of.
No, she did. I'd say like.
Did she?
Yeah, she. They're wrong.
She had of Nicki Minaj. I don't think.
I don't think it was quite as bad, but like I feel like now everything's a lot more kind of glorifying sex and doing all that stuff.
Yeah, no.
We sound proper like timid. I feel like when we talk about this, we're be like, oh, they talk about sex, but
nah.
Do you know what I'm saying though?
Yeah, little Kim was a fucking hoe, man. She knew that as well. She was on. She was on radio stations and talking all kind of mad. Like she played into that role very well. Like,
but she did have songs where it wasn't all about
her outfits and that were fucking mad. Yeah. She had some songs. What? Remember LA? Put your lighters up. That was a banger. Like, she was definitely talented. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like if she didn't sleep with Biggie Smalls and have that connection there, she wouldn't have done. I think she still would have done all right. So
yeah. But I just I don't know. I just think that. But I hold that into all music for the record. I don't. When I listen to artists, I don't care about numbers. I don't care about how big a single is. It has to make you feel something. Like it's got to have some form of deeper.
And the thing is as well, like fucking hell. I don't mean to go off a bit, but I said to you before when I came around and we were chilling, have a couple of drinks. I was like, it's just mad how people perceive music differently, though.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean our knowledge on music is superior to anyone else's. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, some people just see it for face value and they enjoy it, whereas, I don't know, people, doesn't mean we're fucking critics or we know our shit more, like I said, more than anyone else, but kind of looking for substance in music and...
Yeah.
Because there's zero substance in it, we're kind of like, how the fuck are people listening to it? But each their own.
Do you know what I mean? So, it is mad. But it's just something that again, one of them things I was reading. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
These lyrics, because I couldn't believe what I was hearing when I heard it. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what? She said, what? She said, who?
And like I said, all these females on Instagram singing the song and that. It's literally so many. Like, I just see on my timeline, bro. Like, I mean, enjoy your night and that, but like, stop singing about it. You know what I mean? If I have to hear about wet ass pussy and see you dropping it down one more time, I don't want it. It's not entertaining for us people, you know what I mean? Just stop doing it.
But man, that seems like a good segue.
I don't think that's a good segue for Song of the Week.
It's not a good segue, but it's a segue nonetheless.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce your song again, man? Let's get into it.
I will let you introduce yours first.
Alright, cool. Yeah, sweet. So I'm going with... So this song's, I think, like 2-3 years old. It's a guy from Milton Keynes, someone I went to school with. I feel like people throw the word friend around, like he's my friend. It's someone who like used to know when I was younger, very sound guy, lovely guy, called Frankie Wade, and he released this song again like 2-3 years ago. He does like spoken word stuff, and yeah, it's just a very deep song, and I feel like with everything that's going on in the world right now, it's very relevant. But also, please check the visuals out for it, because the visuals are mad. Like, it's one of the best. Like, knowing a song and video
match very well,
and they just kind of coincide, they gel, and it just, so the video really brings the song to life.
Did you record it?
No, yeah, which I did myself. Yeah. No, I had nothing to do with it, but it's but yeah, I got reminded of it. It come up the other day on my feed, being like, 2 years ago today you shared this or whatever it was, and yeah, I watched it again and was like, fucking hell, it's still as powerful then as it is right now. Nice. So. Yeah, so the song's called Utopia. This is Frankie Wade. Yeah, enjoy.
Freedom of speech, freedom of speech. We better speak now while speaking still free. They're trying to take our souls, replacing them with wires, screws and bolts, cause a race of machines is easier to control. Machines don't want freedom, they don't need reasons. They just do as they're told, nod their heads in agreement and get on with their jobs like Stephen. But we've got dreams, and they tell us sleeping is the only way we'll ever see them. So we indulge in things that we think make us free, but in reality they're the things that are keeping us asleep. We're the generation that think having a cleansed perception means having HD, cause we all live vicariously through our TV screens. And it doesn't matter what channel you watch, we're all programmed, like the Truman Show, man. They want us dumb and dumber, fuck the cable guy and their liar, liar, lies. It's time to take off our masks, stop being yes men, kick ass and rise. Cause we live in a society that restricts. We do have a say and they'll listen so long as it doesn't conflict. But maybe we're sick and tired of our 9-to-5 shifts. Maybe we want more from life than a wife and kids and a house and the sticks. Maybe we've got something to say. Maybe we was born with a message and it's our duty to make sure it's conveyed. I think it's time to stop snoozing that alarm clock, get up and wait. Cause our dreams are unstoppable like time and inevitable like age. The winners write the history books, well you must have left out this page. Cause we're filling in the blanks like dark matter filling in space. We believe in our dreams even if we can't see them, I guess that's why they call it blind faith. We're writing our future in the present, it's a gift of grace. Human race or humankind. We're trying to go forward but we get left right behind. Stuck in a battle as our hearts and minds collide over what path we choose is right. Our souls get shattered into pieces trying to find peace of mind. I'm scared of heights but continue to rise. See the bigger picture like Grand Theft Auto with the bird's eye view. Ain't it funny how a view can change your view? When I'm up here on the roof, I see through 3, I don't see through 2. And remember that the sky ain't always blue, but it never goes away. No matter how many dark days, where there's a will, there's a way. Sometimes in order to get to the blue, we've got to go through the grey. Embrace the rain, let it water your soul. Add it as a colour to your palette of paints and make your mark. You don't paint with your brush, you paint with your heart. So spread your colours wide and far. You ain't gotta be Picasso to make a work of art. Satisfy your being, it's the only thing they can't put behind bars. And we aren't doing this for the popularity or for the wealth. Cause we will lose our originality trying to be like everyone else. You are you for a reason, your job is to express yourself. We aren't here to fill a demand, we're here to elevate. To speak from our soul and hope that it resonates. Cause when you speak from your truth, that truth does penetrate. It hits harder than a heavyweight. So put your boxing gloves away. This is a new beginning, a new day. Now remember the time when you read this, when I first spoke to you. Now go dip your paintbrush deep inside your soul and paint your own utopia.
want to say about that is that's produced by Machine Man Tim as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
man.
so it's mad. Like,
Yeah.
but I didn't even know that at the time. I completely forgot. And Tim shared. That's what I mean. Tim shared it again, saying like,
yeah. Genuinely, I did deep it. I was listening. Sorry, I was on my phone. I was trying to look for that track. OCD is killing me, man. But yeah, I'll come back and I was like,
did you find it?
I didn't find it. Nah, I didn't want to be disrespectful and keep like scrolling on my phone. But yeah, that's a great track, man. The guy's talented.
All right, man. Let's introduce your track. Well, I say introduce it. We'll end on this one as always. If you've listened this far, thank you very much.
Thank you as always.
But yeah, introduce your track, man.
This is by a female artist. I thought it'd be appropriate, called Greentea Peng. The genre of music is R&B psychedelic. Like you said, you heard of it before. I hadn't necessarily heard of it. I thought it was a bit quirky, something different. I always enjoy listening to music that's a bit different, to be honest. Like we mentioned before, I kind of listen to so many different genres. But yeah, this was just good listen, and I thought it'd be nice to put people on. She's from London as well, so UK artist. So yeah, the song is called Downers by Greentea Peng. So that's Greentea, one word, Peng.
That's it.
Thank you again, people.
Thanks again for listening. Big up.
Peace.
I can't smell the flowers, felt empty now for hours, lost my powers. Now I can't smell the flowers, I'm sick of all these towers, think I done too many downers. Hard to see the value in these half-hearted encounters. Can't deal with the truth, so we just change the world around us to feel and smell just like we want it to. Fuck what we're meant to do, can't hang around, be no fool. Wasting time just getting high. Getting high to get by. Clear my mind, yeah, blue skies. All this time I've been flying from up here. I can't smell the flowers, felt empty now for hours, lost my powers. I can't smell the flowers and I'm sick of all these towers, done too many downers. Stuck inside the space I have created for myself to be around no one else. I'm working on my spells to get me out of here. Oh yeah, your words are wisdom. Oh yeah, you keep on giving, but nah, there's no forgiving. And yeah, I'm overthinking. Some days I am just sinking. Static, nah, I ain't driven. Talking, but I ain't listening. I can't smell the flowers, felt empty now for hours, lost my powers. I can't smell the flowers and I'm sick of all these towers, done too many downers. I can't smell the flowers, been hanging out for hours, where's my powers? And I'm sick of all these towers towering over me, feeling fucking lonely, like no one even knows me, not even my own homies. Getting high to get by, clear my mind, yeah, blue skies. All this time I've been flying from up here. I can't smell the flowers, felt empty now for hours.